The army cook was about to start preparing a meal when he noticed something strange. He saw a large hole at the bottom of the jar. Realizing something was wrong, the cook quickly ran off to report the situation to the squad leader. The squad leader followed the cook to the kitchen to check it out. After seeing it for himself, he handed the jar lid to the cook and climbed inside to investigate. Surprisingly led all the way outside the camp walls. They quietly moved behind a parked vehicle and saw clothing inside labeled with the words Earthquake Survey. But the three quickly realized something was off. A real survey team would never secretly dig a tunnel into a military base. So, without hesitation, they knocked out the people in the car, planning to disguise themselves and investigate further. Meanwhile, a group of men was lying next to a doghouse. They were a dog-stealing gang, discussing how to take the dogs back to cook hot pot. But they didn't notice a police dog quietly creeping up behind them. By the time they reacted, the dog had already pounced, scaring them into a panicked retreat. Hearing the commotion, the squad leader and company commander pretended to be asleep in the vehicle. When the gang leader climbed up and saw his men sleeping, he got angry and woke them up immediately. At that moment, the squad leader got a good look at their faces. They were repeat dog thieves. He recognized them from a few days ago. But the gang had more people this time, so the two soldiers had no choice but to follow their orders and wait for backup. The gang leader then came over and started bossing them around. The company commander acted casually, then suddenly scooped up a shovelful of sand and tossed it right into the leader's face. Just as the leader was about to speak, the commander did it again. Blinded and furious, the leader shouted at them, while the commander quickly smiled and apologized. The leader, ice full of sand, had no choice but to go wash up. When his men came over to check on him, the two soldiers seized the moment. They grabbed their shovels, knocked down the thugs, and ran for it. At that same moment, the cook arrived with the battalion commander and a group of soldiers. But to everyone's dismay, the cook had no sense of direction, so the group had to feel their way forward. Luckily, just as the gang leader threw a dart that landed in a tree near the two soldiers, the battalion commander found them. Holding the dart, he angrily questioned the dog thieves. The gang didn't say a word, they charged forward to attack. The commander tossed the dart aside and kicked one of them to the ground. With just a few quick moves, he knocked several of them down. The remaining thieves had no choice but to run off in defeat.